Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Capricorn January 10, 2022. You could have felt after a certain time that it is simply time to act. Take control of your emotions by accessing a serious orientation, which makes you feel that you are going from strength to strength towards tranquility. After having done the right thing, absolute satisfaction would come, which means that, until further notice, you would open the doors of your trust again to those who have shown that they care. Judging by what has happened to you, you would have to let Scorpio be your energy strength, and with it, you would reap what you sowed. You would suddenly be a little afraid when you want to undertake new challenges. It is logical, but you would now have the assurance that everything you do despite it is seen as a successful and renovating objective. It is time to let the waning moon simply have the energy of its own for you to do what you consider successful. Today you will not have much desire to work, which does not mean that you are lazy. Chances are you've done so much lately that you now feel tired. You can't run at top speed all the time. You need to find a way to add more rest to the routine, to be able to relax and recharge. Our experts answer all your questions. The influence of a close friend will be beneficial and will dispel your doubts. Do not isolate yourself. Your vitality will be omnipresent, nothing will stop you, physically speaking. You would benefit from letting off steam through sporting activity. On this day of Epiphany, thanks to a burst of dynamism, you do not procrastinate and you make good decisions to improve your daily life. Indeed, you will break with bad habits that were holding you back and give you new goals. The sky tints your sentimental life with an exaggerated romanticism. The rest of the world does not count anymore. You are embarked on dreams more sensual than realistic, focused on one person. A romantic encounter can be at the origin of this blissful optimism. Much more energetic than before, it is how you would wake up on a day full of blessings. You would accumulate a good streak of positivity, so that you would do the same by not giving up and following the correct health guide as it should. You will feel like people are especially numb to your feelings today, but try not to get depressed about it. You will feel the urgent need to act physically, and I would advise you to do so constructively. If you can, get out of your home or office and walk or run near a lake or river. Open your mind from the confinement you were in and gain new perspectives on your life. You may encounter some small temporary difficulties, but which will have significant repercussions on your daily life. The possibility of a small benign infection, but about to upset your habits, cannot be ruled out. Pay special attention to your digestive system, which is susceptible to the harmful influence of Mars entering the 8th house. Avoid excess to limit the risks and take a little time to take care of yourself if you notice the appearance of the first symptoms. You would have done with a possible good vibration, a saving that for a while would let you buy what you would need for a job, project, or energy related to everything going smoothly and not the other way around. It is the number 5 that would bring you good luck, of course. With your effort you would see much better results. Today will be one of those days and you can go out without wearing your shoes. Make sure your head is firmly attached before you get up in the morning, because you could find it floating up there next to the clouds. No matter how much effort you put into trying to focus on what you are doing, your mind will end up wandering. You are forced to adapt to changes, sometimes restrictive adjustments. It is a good exercise to become more flexible and more accommodating. Your mind is also focused on your finances. You have plenty of profitable ideas. You are very creative now, and it may be that these beautiful arrangements allow you to seduce customers or the public without great difficulty. Take advantage of it, but don't overdo it, as you may be watched. You would consider that from this moment on love is renewed with every second of the day. You may receive a message, signal, or energy that makes you feel that you now have the right opportunity to make someone see how much you care. For this, Scorpio would help you do what you consider full. You may take care of someone today. Perhaps there is an acquaintance of yours who has recently moved to your area. You're probably the one to introduce him and give him some valuable information about the neighborhood. You may need to show him around and familiarize him with the location of any services he may need. Or this may be a day where you end up taking care of a child for hours. Your wife may need help with the children, or you may be helping your brother with caring for your nephews. Everything will turn out for the best within your relationship. You feel in perfect harmony with your companion. You have the same passions, and you have the same love for each other. With this favorable atmosphere, you can already book your next romantic trip. Treat yourself to peace and serenity on a paradisiacal beach or with a magnificent view at the top of a mountain. If you are single, you will have many opportunities to meet someone. Don't rush on the first one. You would have committed yourself to responsibilities that only you could fulfill. Keep in mind that nothing is free, and that also, giving you these responsibilities would imply that you charge what is correct. Do not do things simply to look good, that in the long run, no one would recognize you. On your own, only you could feel that everything has well-being as you move forward. Today it is very likely that there are problems with communications. Perhaps a colleague is in a bad mood, and not very open to hearing a word from you. Or maybe the phones are out of order and the computers aren't working. This will make you frustrated. Since you will not receive a call from a close friend or your crush, but you will do it at the last minute. Don't pull your hair out. You are going to have a great night the same. You believe that by sowing your saving seeds everywhere, you would be able to find your way back. Unfortunately, the crisis has passed there and devastated everything in its path. In return, you need to pull yourself together and learn how to manage your money better. Otherwise, you are never going to reap the fruits of all your efforts, but just the glitch. Trust Mars to blaze the trail for you to bountiful harvests. You appreciate the sweetness of life that reigns in your home. Whether it is with your brothers and sisters, your parents, your spouse, or your children, everyone communicates with kindness, and the moments of joy are king. You also participate in these good deeds because you delay your speeches. Your home is a haven of peace where you can fully recharge your batteries. Your social life is also rich. You have friends who do you a lot of good and who advise you with great precision.